Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Season with Saj podcast. It is I, your host, Sajeedahdahliah. You won't even believe how many times I've re-recorded this intro. I record it, then I hear it back, and it's not sounding enthusiastic enough. But then, can you blame me? I'm just so exhausted from everything. So, I think I talked about resuming school, and it's currently my fourth week, or is it fifth? I honestly don't even know. And there's a lot of coursework. And this is the first time I'm actually admitting this openly, but I'm so scared. I'm so frightened. I might not meet up to the expectations that I've set for myself this semester. And it scares me so much and it just overwhelms me. And I just have to keep trying harder and harder and harder, but also remembering to take breaks so that I don't burn out. But it's actually not easy. Setting high expectations for yourself is not easy. But the thing is, I set those for myself because I know deep down I can achieve it. I actually believe in myself. But then this time around, I'm so scared because this is so crazy. It's like you're almost at the finish line and it's becoming harder and harder and harder. But then you're going to get to that finish line. But then at the same time, it's so scary. That's how I feel right now. Anyways, how have you guys been? I hope you guys have been okay. I did a Q&A on the Instagram account and a lot of you participated and I was so happy. I was so happy that a lot of you participated. And a lot of you have been checking up on me and I really appreciate that. You guys are absolute sweethearts. Like, I love all of you. Everyone that checked up on me, I really appreciate it. You will even understand. I appreciate it more than you think. It made me really happy and I felt really loved. The other day I was talking to one of the listeners and he was like, he really liked the fact that at the beginning of the podcast I was emphasizing a lot on gratitude. It really made me feel some type of way because along the lines I stopped doing the whole gratitude thing at the beginning of the episode. And mind you, there's a particular podcast I listen to and she always does the gratitude thing at the beginning, and I really loved that about her podcast. And I told myself, if I'm going to start my own podcast, I'm going to emphasize on the gratitude at the beginning of every episode. I'm grateful for my life, I'm grateful for my family, and I'm grateful for school and everything, for my friends, and I'm grateful for religion because religion has kept me sane. God has kept me sane. I'm grateful for food as well. The other day, I came back home and I wanted to eat, and it was rice, I think they cooked. And I was like, why not just order food? But then some children are actually out there starving, and I'm fortunate enough to have this food right in front of me. It has been cooked for me, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's sitting in front of me, and someone would literally do anything to have that. So why would I order food when I have the choice to sit down and eat the food that was made in my house? At that moment, I felt I had not been grateful for the things that have been in my life because a lot of things are happening in the world. And the fact that I have this privilege, I have a roof over my head, I have electricity, I have so many things that people dream of having. So it's something to really be grateful for and something to remind yourself every time, just to keep yourself in check. So I want you to also take this time to look around, think deep. What is it you're grateful for? It could be as little as walking, because there's so many people that don't have the ability to walk. And God has given you legs that are functioning. You can run, you can jump, you can walk. Talking, listening, your ears are working. The fact that you're listening to this podcast, that means your ears are working. Take this time to think deep. What is it you're grateful for? So we're going to get on with the episode. Today I'm here to de-influence you. Not necessarily de-influence you, but I'm here to remind you of something. Not necessarily remind you of something, but I'm here to talk to you about something, okay? It's something I noticed that happens to a lot of people, and I mentioned on the page the other day that the episode is kind of related to insecurities. Not completely related to insecurities, but it's kind of related to insecurities. What someone has doesn't take away from your own. Someone's joy doesn't take away from yours. Someone's beauty doesn't take away from yours. Someone's intelligence doesn't make you any less intelligent. Someone's bravery doesn't take away from yours. Someone's confidence doesn't make you any less confident. Someone's progress does not take away from yours. I watched this video the other day and it talked about how people can have this feeling when they see someone possess something that they feel like is missing in their life. Maybe you see someone that is so pretty and well put together, or you see someone that is excelling academically, or you see someone that's just outspoken and extremely confident, and you just feel so, I don't know the word to use. Will I say uncomfortable, or you just feel some type of way that why do they have this? The reason why you're feeling that way is because you want it. You feel like it's missing in your life. But that doesn't mean you don't have it already. It's human nature to feel some type of way about these things. But then remember, because someone else possesses it, doesn't mean you lack it. It's just like beauty, for instance. You can see someone that is well put together and they're just gorgeous and you think they're everything. Then you start to think, oh, she thinks she's so full of herself. But she never said that. You don't even know this person. You just saw them. And all of a sudden you're wishing they lose their beauty. Because they're beautiful doesn't mean you're not. Because they are doesn't mean you're not. I always say this, beauty is relative. I can look at someone today and say, this person is extremely gorgeous. And another person will look at them and be like, no, this person is not as gorgeous as you say they are. And I can look at someone and be like, well, they look like every other person. And someone else will look at them and say, they're extremely gorgeous. So all in all, beauty is relative. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is, why do you keep letting what others have bother you when you can shift that energy into yourself and make yourself better? Make yourself the kind of person that people would look at and look up to. Make yourself the person that people want to be like, or I don't want to say Pinterest board, but let me say Pinterest board for those of you who know what a Pinterest board is. Be that person that people would use as a guideline for their progress, as a guideline for the person they want to be. Be that person. Take all that energy and put it into yourself. I've had people try to humble me in several instances. I promise you, I'm not trying to sound conceited or anything. And if I do come off conceited, I'm really sorry. But what I'm trying to say is, people have tried to humble me based on academics, intelligence, or the way I speak, or vocabulary, or something in general, something I'm very proud of myself about. And then I just look at myself and say, this is just me being me. But then to other people, it's like I hit this very triggering spot on their body, and then they try to make me feel bad about the kind of person I am, or try to feel bad for the way I am. I'm not going to get too much into it, but basically what I'm trying to say is, these people, rather than putting that energy trying to bring me down, they should put it into themselves to make themselves better. And honestly, it's kind of distasteful when people that you consider your friends are the ones doing that to you. Me being the way I am doesn't make you any different from the person you are. Because I'm very confident in myself doesn't make you any less confident. And people fail to understand that. That is why I'm making this podcast episode. The pace at which we move is way different. We may start school together but not finish together. We may graduate together but not start working together. It's just like how you go to the airport and you have a final destination. But at the same time, there are over 1 million different people in that same airport in their different stages of life going to different places. Life is like that. There are some 19-year-olds that are just like me that are yet to begin uni and they're fine. Life moves differently for each and every one of us. Your journey is different, my journey is different. I was watching this YouTube video the other day. The name of the creator is Dan Martell, and the title of the video is 40 Brutal Truths I Wish I Knew in My 20s. And there was something he said that really stuck out to me. It was towards the end, I think it was the 40th truth. And he said, life is a mirror and not a window. A lot of you spend time looking out the window, comparing yourselves to other people. And the truth is, your life is a reflection of who you are. The world isn't as it is, the world is as you are. And it is a mirror. If you want the rest of the things to get better, then you've got to be better. I would really advise you guys to go and check out that video. A lot of the content he produces are really interesting. I have not watched a lot of them, but this particular video, I would advise you to go and watch it. The name of the video is 40 Brutal Truths I Wish I Knew in My 20s. And now this brings us to the end of this beautiful episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed recording it for you guys. Don't forget to hit me up on Instagram or Spotify comments, or you can leave a review. You should leave a review on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify, or send me an email. I'm always reading my emails, not just because of school, but I'm always looking forward to reading your emails and your reviews. Or you can just feel free to send your review on Instagram. Feel free to send in your episode requests. Don't forget to stay grateful, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!